Hello, everyone, and this is Chapter 1, Why Physical Fitness. For this chapter, the objectives are understand the health and fitness consequences of physical inactivity, identify major health problems in the U.S. We're going to learn how to monitor daily physical activity and learn physical activity guidelines for Americans and the difference between physical activity and exercise. We are also going to define physical fitness and list the components of health-related and skill-related fitness, differentiate health fitness standards and physical fitness standards, point out the benefits and significance of participating in a lifetime exercise program, and list national health objectives for the year 2020. And last, but certainly not least, determine if you can safely initiate an exercise program and learn to assess reading heart rate and blood pressure. And if I can remember from last semester, a lot of people really have never taken their blood pressure unless they were sick. So hopefully that's something we can learn in this chapter. There's some more people participating in organized fitness and wellness programs due to the widespread interest in health and preventative medicine over the last 4 decades. 70s fitness fad had become part of the North American way of life. Scientific evidence linked regular physical activity and positive lifestyle habits to better health, longevity, quality of life, and total well-being. Research findings have shown that physical inactivity and a negative lifestyle seriously threaten health and hasten the deterioration rate of the human body. The human organism needs movement and activity to grow, develop, and maintain health. Technological advances have almost completely eliminated the necessity for physical exertion in daily life. Physical inactivity has been termed sedentary death syndrome and is the second greatest threat to U.S. public health. As life expectancy increased over the last century, the leading causes of death changed. At the beginning of the 20th century, life expectancy for a child born in the United States was only 47 years. Once a major health concern, infectious diseases were largely eliminated through medical breakthroughs. As more North American people started to enjoy the good life, like sedentary living, alcohol, fatty foods, excessive sweets, tobaccos, drugs, we saw a parallel increase in the incidence of chronic diseases. Remember, prevention is the best medicine. Despite a higher life expectancy than in the past, for example, in the U.S., it's 76.3 for men and 81.1 for women. The U.S. still lags behind other countries. This poor life expectancy ranking is surprising given our excellent medical care system. These are some of the factors that affect health and well-being. The average U.S. lifespan might actually decrease as much as 5 years in the coming decades, mainly because of the rapid increase in obesity. About 35.7% of the U.S. population is obese, and many of the current generation might not outlive their parents. Prevention was and remains the best medicine. The U.S. Surgeon General indicated that over 50% of the people who die in this country each year die because of what they do. That means half of the disease is lifestyle related, a fifth is attributed to the environment, a tenth is influenced by the health care the individual receives, and only 16% is related to genetic disorders. Individuals have control of 84% of disease and quality of life. Because of unhealthy lifestyles that many young adults lead, their bodies may be middle-aged or older. A healthy lifestyle is self-controlled. Healthy choices made today influence health for decades. So I have a quick question for you to think about. What is the difference between physical activity and exercise? And don't cheat. I'll give you a minute to think about it. But it's kind of on the test, so it's kind of sort of important to know this. So physical activity is bodily movement produced by skeletal muscles. It requires the expenditure of energy and produces progressive health benefits. It's light to moderate intensity. Exercise is a physical activity. It's planned, structured, and it's a repetitive bodily movement to improve or maintain one or more components of physical fitness. This one involves vigorous intensity effort. The U.S. Surgeon General states that poor health due to lack of physical activity is a serious public health problem. Benefits of regular physical activity and exercise are reduced risk of chronic illnesses, improves muscle and bone health, elevates mood and improves memory, and enhances the ability to perform daily tasks. So under the table of contents, there's the physical activity guidelines for Americans. It's in your must read. And also this chart is a little bit important to know, mostly because of the weekly times where you have 150 minutes all the way to 300. Those are the main ones you really, really need to know and be familiar with. So under the table of contents, there's the physical activity guidelines for Americans. It's in your must read. And also this chart is a little bit important to know, mostly because of the weekly times where you have 150 minutes all the way to 300. Those are the main ones you really, really need to know and be familiar with. So the Federal Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans is saying the importance of being physically active and its stress for all ages. The recommendations are provided for the following groups, and you can see adults, older adults, children, pregnant, and postpartum women. So here are the important key points. Individuals need to be ever more health conscious. Extending the benefits of good health to all people is crucial to the health of the nation, and a shift towards health promotion and disease prevention will reduce healthcare costs and improve quality of life. These recommendations do not need to be memorized. However, the examples of the strategies to promote activity, which are provide before and after school opportunities, provide tax breaks for supportive employers, that's important because unfortunately none of the goals to increase participation in physical activity and fitness are currently being met. So here's a chart for the federal physical activity guidelines not being met amongst men and women. So along the bottom, it's guidelines met where neither are set, where the aerobic guidelines are met, muscle strengthening guidelines are met, and both sets are met. So what's a way we can monitor physical daily activity? So one way is a pedometer. We have one on our phone, and we also have one if you wear a smartwatch. And here's a great table where it tells us the adult activity levels based on total number of steps taken per day. So it's a great way to figure out, hey, what category do you fall under? So a general recommendation for adults is 10,000 steps per day. In the United States, men typically take about 6,000 in comparison to women who take about 5,300 steps. So this is the number of steps to walk or jog in a mile based on gender, height, and pace. So here's a sitting disease. On average, people spend about 8 hours per day of their waking time sitting. Time sitting correlates to overall health. Sitting for more than 3 hours per day cuts off 2 years of life. People who spend most of their day sitting have a 50% greater risk of dying prematurely. Excessive sitting is the new smoking. So here are ways to increase non-exercise activity thermogenesis, also known as NEAT. Walk instead of driving short distances. Park farther away from the office. Take a short walk after each meal. Walk faster than usual. Do house cleaning chores. Stand more while working or studying. Stand while talking on the phone. Sit on a stability ball in place of a chair. A longitudinal study at the Aerobics Research Institute revealed a graded and consistent inverse relationship between physical activity levels and mortality, regardless of age and other risk factors. A follow-up 5-year research study on fitness and mortality found a substantial reduction in mortality risk when people abandon a sedentary lifestyle and become moderately fit. 2010 analysis of 33 studies concluded that better aerobic fitness is associated with a substantially lower risk for all-cause mortality and cardiovascular disease and coronary heart disease events. Healthy lifestyle has been found to contribute to lower cancer, cardiovascular disease risk, and overall death rates. So here's another chart on the effects of a healthy lifestyle on death rates. And like I said earlier, healthy lifestyle has been found to contribute to lower cancer, cardiovascular disease risk, and overall death rates. So this is a chart amongst men and women and general population. So there are types of physical fitness which are classified into health-related and skill-related fitness. Health-related fitness is related to the ability to perform activities of daily living without undue fatigue and is conducive to a low-risk, premature, hypokinetic diseases. So health-related fitness components are cardiorespiratory, which are aerobic endurance, muscular fitness, which is muscle strength and endurance, and muscular flexibility, and of course, body composition. So skill-related fitness components consist of agility, balance, coordination, reaction time, speed, and power. It's related primarily to successful sports and motor skill performance. It may not be as crucial to better health. Health fitness standard benefits can occur with moderate levels of physical fitness. These benefits can be reaped with moderate physical activity. Improvements in the metabolic profile can be noted despite little or no weight loss or improvement in aerobic capacity. Physiological and metabolic fitness can be attained through an active lifestyle and moderate intensity. For physical fitness standards, they require a more intense exercise program. Physically fit individuals enjoy greater recreational and workplace function. Physical fitness standards exist to indicate an ability to perform vigorous daily tasks. So what are these daily tasks that I speak of? Well, here are some examples: changing a tire, chopping wood, climbing stairs, and playing basketball. Those are just a few. So the benefits of fitness. There are health benefits. You improve personal appearance, makes people feel good about themselves. Active people generally live longer and enjoy a better quality of life. And for a list of immediate benefits, look at Table 1.4, and long-term benefits, look at Table 1.5. So what I have listed here are the benefits of fitness for exercise and brain function. This will also be in your outline. It's kind of important to know these as well. So here they are. I'm not going to list them all because you will do an amazing job reading them anyways. The wellness challenge for our day, well, it's the biggest challenge, which is to teach people how to take control of their personal health habits and adhere to a positive lifestyle. Most people don't know how to implement a safe and effective fitness and wellness program. Others are exercising incorrectly and therefore not reaping the full benefits of their program. The wellness challenge for our day, well, it's the biggest challenge, which is to teach people how to take control of their personal health habits and adhere to a positive lifestyle. Most people don't know how to implement a safe and effective fitness and wellness program. Others are exercising incorrectly and therefore not reaping the full benefits of their program. For the joy of fitness, I will leave you with this. Fitness does not happen overnight. And as we say in psychology, everything's a process. So you know what? Fitness is a process. Everybody's different. And for those that think they know how to do programs, you know what? Check your ego and ask a real professional, a real personal trainer. So be on the lookout for the first of 8 physical activity / exercise journal logs that are going to be due. Look at the date and time, find that on the syllabus, and it'll be on the Dropbox soon. Also, before any of that, make sure your liability waiver is signed and your park